How would you define adulthood?
Um, I honestly think adulthood is not just one thing. It consists of multiple things, multiple variables. Um, Most importantly, I think it's responsibility. Growing up and making sure you can take care of yourself and taking care of others.
So I think this concept of adulthood has to do with more of, just the idea of straying from any sort of liability you have with your family or any liability you have with the government. That's that kind of drift from like becoming dependent into the purest form of independence. And I don't think adulthood can really be marked by any one thing or one day. So I definitely think there is a distinction between like being an adult and actually entering adulthood.
What do you think your responsibilities would be as an adult?
Like paying taxes, like getting a job to pay those taxes, and like raising children, so like looking after your own and stuff. Yeah.
What's the hardest part of being an adult?
I think the hardest part of being an adult is realizing that you're growing up. I'm a very nostalgic, sentimental person, so when I started realizing that I was leaving childhood and teenhood behind, it hit me hard. It's like this big realization you get that you're getting older and time passes more quickly. And it actually hit me as I was leaving graduation day. And during the ceremony, I was like super happy. I was like, oh, I'm graduating. But then as I was leaving, I turned back around and I looked at everyone in like our robes, and I realized that would be the last time that I would see our class like all together. And that hit me pretty hard because I was like pretty close to my class. And so I think it's just like really realizing that you're growing up, I would say, is like the hardest part of adulthood.
So the hardest part about being an adult is just kind of like you have to be more responsible now, and then you have to be more mature. You have to learn how to grow up really quickly, just in the aspect of like learning just how to go grocery shopping, how to do taxes, how to go get a tire fixed, how to go get gas by yourself. There's a lot of little things that like you take for granted that your parents did for you, and then now you have to do. And then realizing that like, oh crap, I'm in high school. Now I'm in college, and then I have to start working, and then now I have to start go to school at the same time, and then just balancing everything. I think that's hard. Like to still work, go to school, study, and then like to have a social life.
Another hard part of being an adult is like no one told me anything about how to save money. I had to learn how to do that after high school. When my grandma came in saying, how much do you have in your piggy bank? I'm like, I didn't even know I had a piggy bank. She's like, I left you this piggy bank since you started high school. I'm like, no one told me anything. Like if you would have told me saying I have a piggy bank right here, maybe leave in a quarter like at the end of the week or something, like $1, so you can have money saved up when you're out of high school. No one told me how to do that. I got a whole bunch of money throughout my birthdays and everything, and I would always spend it. I'm like, this is not okay. If I'm an adult and I have this money, I want to save it because it's gonna work out for me beneficially in the long run if I have money saved up.
What do you wish the high school was teaching you?
Oh, I got a couple. I have no idea how insurance works. I have been told I'm about to go to college, and I believe I'll be paying for it mostly by myself, and like once I start making money in the future decades, hopefully. So I've been told so many vague things of don't go for these types of college loans, go for those types of college loans. So this idea of loans and like which ones to stay away from and which ones to go towards, I have no idea what that is. So I would love a class just teaching me like how insurance works, because I have no idea if State Farm is good or if like Farmers is good. I don't know. So of course like the taxes thing. I've had to do so many financial aid forms for college, and I just, like, going through that process with my father, I realized how much I have no idea on, and W-2 forms and tax returns. I don't know how to file taxes. Apparently you file taxes the year after for something like that. Yeah, so I would love a class on, like, insurance and tax. I think that's a pretty common answer, but yeah.
I feel like I would like if the high school would have taught us how to do taxes in a way, because that is a big role in being an adult. And I feel like paying taxes or how to fill out a check. Many students don't know how to fill out a check, and especially in ASB, many students scramble to write down pay to the order of, and just like the simple things like that, which the school would have taught us.
What are some workshops you would like to see in your community that can be based on a life skill for you to learn?
Financial literacy. That is so needed. It's needed because like, no kids know how to do anything, like how to pay taxes, how to not handle, how to have a credit card and how to not, like, go over it, how to deal with debt, how to deal with someone stealing your identity. I mean, stealing your identity is not financial literacy, but it does coincide with it. But that's so important and something that kids and young adults are not taught.
Money management, in a way, how to manage your money. I think right now, like, since most of us are not making our own money, most of us, our parents give us our money, so we easily spend $10, $20 without realizing the effort that was put in that money.
Yeah. Cooking.
Cooking. I would love to learn how to cook.
For me, I would feel like it would be cooking.
Cooking.
What are some first steps you have taken toward adulthood that you would recommend?
I'd say getting a job, and definitely trying to figure out where you would like to go in the future. So after I graduated high school, I did an internship that Miss Madrid actually helped me get. So that internship just gave me professional experience. So I got experience doing an interview, making a resume, and then luckily I got the internship itself. So it was my first experience in a professional environment and being surrounded by other older adults in an office space. So it was, like, very influential on, like, my idea of what a career looks like and what I would like to do. And so I think that you need to be a self-advocate for yourself and figure out what path you would like to take. You don't necessarily need to know what you want to do and have it all figured out. None of us do. We're all trying to figure it out day by day. So I think it's about finding what you like, what you love, like what you really enjoy, and trying to find experience in those fields. So if you like music, try to find internships in the music industry. And they're willing to help a young person that's passionate, even if you don't have experience. Like, take a leap. Like, just send an email or give a phone call and say, hey, I have no experience whatsoever, but I am passionate about this and I am willing to learn. So please teach me. And, like, I'm willing to be taught and to listen and to work alongside you. So I think it's about taking initiative too. But yeah, so I would say, just to, like, summarize, try to find internships which, like, provide experience in what you may want to do, finding a job, and I'd say also just, like, managing your time and your responsibilities to the best of your abilities.